Hello Year 1, welcome to week 4 of your Maths home learning. This week we are going to be learning to find fractions of shapes and amounts. What is a fraction and what important things do we need? The important words for fractions that we will be using a lot this week are whole, half, equal, divide, share and quarter. Practice saying each of those words. Finding half. This is where you divide a shape or an amount into two equal pieces. 1/2 can be written in all of these different ways. It can also be coloured in lots of different ways. Pause the video and see if you can copy each of the pictures here and shade them so that they each show 1/2. Remember that when you find a fraction, the pieces or groups all need to be the same size. They must be equal. If you start with a whole, you split it into two equal pieces. Each one becomes a half. If you put the two pieces back together, they will make the whole that you started with. Are these shapes split into half? Pause the video again and look at each shape and decide if you think it has been split into half or not. How did you get on? All of the ones that are split in half are split into two equal pieces. The ones that are not in half are because there is one piece that is bigger than the other, or the two pieces are completely different shapes. For your task today, I'd like you to log on to Mathletics and complete the Is It Half activity. You can have as many goes as you like. I look forward to seeing how you get on. For Tuesday's task, we are going to practice drawing and finding half. You will need your workbook, pencil, crayons and things to draw around. Number 1, find a plate or a book or anything else easy to draw around. Draw a line across your shape to split it into two pieces. Colour each side a different colour. Decide if you have split your shape in half or not. If you have split it into half, label each one as a half. Repeat the activity so that you have 5 different shapes. You can choose whether you do 5 of the same shapes or whether you choose 5 different objects. For your chili challenge, now that you've drawn 5 shapes and split them into halves, see if you can draw 5 more shapes and split them into half and then half again. This should give you 4 pieces. If they are equal in size, you have found a quarter. Wednesday's task. Log on to your Mathletics account and complete the halves and quarters activities. For this, you'll be looking at different shapes and deciding whether they have been split into half or quarters or not. Good luck. Thursday's task. To recognise if a shape has been split into halves or not, and to use mathematical reasoning. Pause the video and think about these 2 questions. What is a half and what does a half look like? A half is where a shape or an amount has been split into 2 equal pieces or groups that are exactly the same size. What does it look like? This depends on the shape that you've started, but remember that if you've split it into half, the 2 pieces that you have should look exactly the same. For your work today, you'll need your workbook, your pencil, a copy of the sheet sent home, some scissors, some glue and some sticky tape. Cut out each of the shapes at the bottom of the page and then decide if the shape has been split into halves or not. Stick the shape into the correct part of the table. Repeat until you've stuck each of the shapes into your table. You then need to cut the bottom of the sheet off and stick the rest into your workbook. For your chili challenge, choose one of the shapes that you've stuck into the table and explain why it is or isn't split into half. Friday's task. I can understand that fractions must be equal. Remember, when we're finding half of an amount, each person or group must have an equal amount. They've got to have the same. If you have 6 sweets and you need to find half of them, you need to share the 6 sweets into 2 groups. Here are your 6 sweets, and we've shared them into 2 groups. There are 3 sweets in each group, therefore half of 6 is 3. Both of the groups have got 3 in and there are no sweets left over. For your task today, you need to log on to Mathletics and complete the Make Fair Share activity. It will be similar to the sweets activity. You can have as many tries as you like. I look forward to seeing how you get on. As always, there are lots more activities on Mathletics and Purple Mash where you can practice more fraction skills. I hope you enjoy your learning this week, and I look forward to seeing all of the fantastic work you do. See you soon. Miss you lots.